Hamas captivity survivor.
Hello, my name is Norway, and I was rescued from captivity in Gaza after 8 months in hell. As I'm standing here with you today, it's a miracle made possible by heroes, by the Israeli army who rescued me from the Hamas terrorists. But as we speak, there are still 94 hostages living in nightmare. This process is in a few days. It's very, very important to everybody. I want to thank you for the President Trump to make this deal happen, and President Biden to never give up on us. But as I'm speaking to you today, I want to make sure that the world will know the deal must go on, in full, in completely, in all the stages. I know how it's to be the one that will be left behind, watching other hostages bring release to their families. My partner, Avinatan Or, and many other hostages are in hell, and they wait for the second that we will be released too. Every second feel like the last second of their life. This is why it's absolutely critical that we put end for this horrible tragedy and commit to a full and completely deal to get all the hostages home to their families. Until Avinatan will return, my heart is in captivity, and I will never feel truly free until all of them will come back home again. Thank you very much.
Bring them home! No! 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 Bring them home!
Hello everyone. My name is Liran Berman. My name is Liran Berman, and I am the elder brother of Ziv and Gali Berman, who were both kidnapped from Kibbutz Kfar Aza on that dark Saturday morning. My twin brothers are 27 years old, two gentle souls who are not planned to be released in the first stage of the deal. My brothers are not just names or pictures. They are human beings, brothers, uncles, sons. Ziv has a courage about him, with a smile that can light up any room and make everyone fall in love with him. Gali has an enormous heart, a deep sensitivity, and a unique ability to see the best in everyone. As their elder brother, it's my job to protect them, but I can't do this alone. President Trump, I need your help. My family needs your help. Ziv and Gali needs your help. Today marks 471 days since my brothers have been held in the dark tunnels of Gaza. 471 days that they have been away from home, suffering, and trying to survive. For 471 days, our mother has prayed for a miracle, hoping to see her two beautiful sons walk through our door again. President Trump, I want to thank you for everything you have done to make this deal possible. I am so relieved that soon many hostages will be back home, but I also want to be relieved that my brothers are coming home too. I am here to ask, no, to urge, to ensure that this deal follows through in its entirety. without delays or stops. My brothers are running out of time. Every moment that they are remain in captivity is another moment their lives are at risk. We have already seen hostages murdered in captivity. We cannot afford to lose even one more. We must save them all. We cannot forget about them. We cannot wait, and we must not stay silent. President Trump, I am asking you to keep fighting for my brothers and for all the other remaining hostages in Gaza. My dream is to become an uncle for my brothers. They still have a future. They can still be home. Please help me achieve my dream. Please ensure the job is finished and that they all come home before it's too late. Thank you very much.
What do we want? What do we want them? What do we want? What do we want them? What do we want? What do we want them? What do we want? What do we want them? Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home!
My name is Daniel Nutra, and I'm the brother of Omer Nutra. Today is not Hamas's day. Today is our day, the one we have waited for over a year. We have waited for this day for over a year to reclaim life. And now that it's come, we have to make use of it. On day 422, a little over a month ago, my family was delivered the devastating news that my brother Omer died in Hamas's captivity. When we sat Shiva, the customary 7 days of mourning, thousands of people came to pay their respects. To many, Omer was a symbol of the devastation caused by the events of October 7th. Many who knew Omer personally shared with us the myriad profound ways Omer had influenced them, inspiring them with his kindness, sense of humor, and tactful leadership. We grew up on Long Island, New York, our childhood surrounded by a warm Jewish community. Omer was the center of every community he touched. He was the captain of our high school sports teams. He was the regional president of his youth group. And he had a unique way of making anyone who talked to him feel like they were the most important person in the world. After spending a year in Israel before college and deepening bonds with our broadened family and with his new friends, Omer felt he had a duty to protect his people, and he joined the IDF. On October 7th, Omer was a platoon commander in his tank and a first responder to the border invasion, and he rushed to the front to save lives. After an excruciating 422 days of endless worry for his safety, fighting and advocating for his release together with all the other hostages, we were informed that Omer was killed on October 7th, and his body still held. Within our devastation, we had lost our hope to reunite with him alive. But Hamas is still holding on to him. Since the last deal in late November 2023 that brought home over 100 women and children, we have been relentlessly advocating for this deal that would bring the rest of the hostages home. After the months of tireless work of the negotiators and after President Trump's election, finally, we appear to be reaching this point. A deal was signed, but it is fragile, and only a first phase has been agreed to. We trust that the President and his team will make sure that the releases continue until the last hostage. The first phase, we hope, will bring home the remaining women, children, and elderly. And we have to make sure that the remaining hostages, our brothers, fathers, and sons, will come home as well. And we must make sure that the deceased are returned respectfully to their families, to an honorable final resting place. My brother Omer chose to put his own life at risk to save thousands of others. We owe it to him to rescue the people he gave his life to save, and to bring him and the rest home.
Bring them home! Now! 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 Bring them home! Now!
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jonathan Dekelchen, and I'm the proud father of this wonderful young man you see before you, Sagi, 36-year-old, father of 3 little girls, who was taken on October 7th, along with 79 other people from our kibbutz. Sagi was taken from our kibbutz near Oz, along with 79 others. 29 of our people are amongst the 94 still captive. I'd like to thank the press for keeping attention all of these many days on the fate of our hostages, and even more so, the magnificent people in back of us who have been with us since the very beginning of this ordeal and have given us strength every day to keep carrying on while we all fight for our loved ones. We're sitting here today in the shadow. It's a cold day, no shadows, but at the foot of the Washington Monument. As you can hear, I grew up not terribly far from here, seeing the United States and understanding the United States as a kind of beacon on the hill for the rest of the world. In my adult life spent in Israel, I kind of preached that. And I can find no better example of the United States as a beacon on the hill more than what has transpired over the last few weeks as the outgoing Biden administration, who have been absolutely committed to getting all of our loved ones home, the Biden administration that has not spared any efforts to get all of the Israeli hostages home and to stop the suffering in Gaza. And as of November 7th, the incoming Trump administration that has inserted new energy into this process. We are here today with the release of 3 young women alive, and we hope can be rehabilitated. But it's also important to note that today the IDF recovered the body of a soldier that had been held by Hamas since 2014. That's a stern reminder of the urgency of the situation. We must not stop. This is an amazing American moment today at the cusp of transition between the Biden and Trump administrations that have worked shoulder to shoulder in this incredibly nonpartisan time in which we live on behalf of the hostages. We know their commitment, we feel their commitment, we need their commitment for all 98 to come home. We pray for it, and we thank you all for being here and showing that you know this truth as well. Bless you all.
Bring them home! Now! Bring them home! Now! Bring them home! Now! Bring them home!
Thank you, everybody. That's the closure of a press conference. The families are available here to answer individual questions and individual interviews. Thank you, everybody. May we receive only good news from now, and may they finally, finally, finally be home. Thank you. Press who are interested in individual interviews, please come to us and we'll coordinate interviews with the families. Thank you.
say